gorgeous roses, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing an updated everyday makeup routine because it's been a long time since I did one of these, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do another one. I like filming these and you guys like watching them, so if you want to see how I do my everyday makeup, which is the look that I'm wearing now, just keep on watching this video. Okay, so to start the look, I am using the L'Oreal Paris True Match foundation in the shade Beige Rose, and to apply that I'm using the Real Techniques complexion sponge. I wetted the tap just to make it double in size, just because I think it applies the product much better to the skin. I think it just blends beautifully and it works so good with this foundation. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Lasting Perfections Concealer by Collection in the shade 2, which is Cool Medium. And again, I'm using the Real Techniques complexion sponge just to blend that in, as again, it does an amazing job of blending in with the skin. I just think it leaves it a flawless finish. I applied my concealer in triangles underneath the eyes just because I think it's the best way to do it for me, and it really brightens up that under eye area. Moving on to setting all that, I use the setting brush from Real Techniques and then the Lorac Pro Contour palette, taking that light highlight shade which is called Yellow Highlight. Using this just to set that concealer underneath the eyes, as I said, just to make sure that it doesn't crease and it doesn't slide down my face throughout the day. I also take a tiny bit of the beige highlight, which is the first highlight in the palette, just to set anywhere else on my face that I don't want to be as bright with the yellow powder. Then I take the Brow from Benefit. This is a fairly new purchase. I'm not a big fan of the gimmicky packaging. Having said that, the actual product is brilliant. I can't fault it at the moment. It's a creamy gel formula, but it just creates the nicest full looking brows, and because it's of the creamy formula, it sets those hairs in place. It doesn't dry hard, it actually dries very soft, but it does make sure that those hairs stay put for the entire day. I've actually had quite a few compliments on my brows since using this compared to the powder, and I've got to say I am hooked on this product. It is pretty amazing. Moving on to eyes next, I'm taking my absolute favourite palette of the moment. It's Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I cannot tell you how good this palette smells. Alright, so taking a flat shader brush and the shade White Chocolate, I'm placing this all over the lid just to hide and mask any of those veins that I have poking through, and also it just creates a really nice base to blend the other shadows into. Okay, so taking the Milk Chocolate shade on a Sigma Small Tapered Blending, which is the E45, I'm just going to run this through and a little bit above my crease just to create that little bit of a transition shade and also a bit more definition to make it like I've got an eye socket. I do tend to put this above my crease, as I said, because I have quite hooded eyes. I like to make the shadows more noticeable, so for me that means applying it a tiny bit above, but it doesn't look silly because when my eyes are open. It just means that you can see a little bit more of that product. Then taking my Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush just to blend this all out. This is a really good dupe for the MAC 217 if you're looking for an alternative that's slightly cheaper. Then I am taking the shade Semi Sweet, which is this darker brown shade, on a pencil brush, popping this right through that crease, just again to give it more definition, just to smoke that look out a little bit. And again, taking that Zoeva blending brush and just blending those out. Because girl, you don't want no harsh lines. And then taking the shade in the top right, which is Triple Fudge, just a really deep dark brown shade, popping this with that fluffy brush just right in the outer corner and blending this through that crease again, just to create that little bit more definition. Now I don't do this every day, but today I was feeling like I wanted to just go for it with the smoky eye. And I tend to do this most days, but depends what look I'm going for. And then again on that pencil brush, I'm taking the semi-sweet shade and popping that underneath the lash line just to tie the whole look together so it's not top heavy. And I think this worked really, really well. Then using one of my BH Cosmetics brushes, this is just 101, it's just a really nice fluffy brush just to blend that out, just so it's not so harsh, and it does really tie the look together, make it look polished and finished. Moving on to liquid eyeliner. This again is a fairly recent purchase, but I have been loving using it. It's the Rimmel Exaggerate eyeliner in the waterproof version. I did find this a tiny bit tricky to use at first just because it was so different to what I have been using, but once I got the hang of it, I absolutely loved it. It went on so easily and it dried lovely. Then moving on to mascara. This is my Holy Grail mascara. If you've been here for a while, you know this. This is my Wake Me Up by Rimmel. It's the one that smells of cucumber. It's brilliant for my lashes. It separates them, lengthens them, volumes them, and keeps the curl. Now, it's not a massive volumizing mascara, but it's brilliant for that everyday look. Moving back on to the face, I'm taking my Zoeva 128 Cream Cheek slanted brush because I love to apply my contour with this. So going back with the Lorac Pro contour palette, I'm taking the medium contour shade and applying this in the usual places, so underneath that cheekbone just to really sculpt it out, and around the temples in that sort of C shape. And then because I'm a little bit more tanned at the moment, I take the deep contour, just apply this right to the top of my cheekbones and blend this down just to deepen the look up even more and make my cheekbones really, really pop. I also take this down the sides of my nose, just underneath my nose and underneath my lip, again just to create shadow, just to make everything look slimmer. For some reason I lost a tiny bit of the footage, but I used the Makeup Revolution Pressed Blush in the shade Now. Just pop this on the apples of my cheeks. It's a really dusty pink, beautiful shade. Absolutely love this with a tiny bit of shimmer. And then again, this will come as no surprise to you guys. This is my Becca Champagne Pop shade by Jacqueline Hill. I absolutely love this. It's so, so versatile. So I'm just taking this right on the high points of my face, as you can see here on my cheekbones, right underneath that brow bone. This just makes it pop beautifully, as you can see there. Absolutely love, love, love this product. And then down the centre of my nose, tip of my nose and my cupid's bow, just to make that lip look so juicy and just bigger, because my top lip is a little bit slim. It's not very full at all, so this just gives the illusion that my lip is fuller, and I love that. Anything that doesn't mean surgery, oh, I'm all about it. I also pop this on my index finger, on my ring finger, sorry, and pop it right in the inner corners, just because it makes the eyes pop that little bit more, and it just also makes you look more awake. Moving on to lips, this is the NYX or NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade 19 or Cans, whichever one you want to go by, and it's just a really pretty pinky mauvey colour, which I really am into at the moment. And these taste and smell amazing. If you haven't gone and used any of the NYX lip products, you must go and try them because they're awesome. And that is it, guys. That is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up and click the little subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. I'm posting every Sunday. I have had a little break, but I'm back. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you do have any requests that you'd like me to film, then just leave me a little comment down below. Everything that I have used today on my face will be listed in the description box below for you guys, and there'll be links to everything. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.